We're going to work on loading the hamstring into a lengthened position. This is a good precursor to a movement called the single leg deadlift. This is also going to start to load it more at the hip. So we have the option with the hamstring of doing it from the knee or the hip. The hip gets closer to home if you have pain right here, so you want to be very cautious. You don't feel a lot of pain or discomfort, but just the very beginning of a stretch. So kitchen sink is a great place to do this. I'm going to show you with my right leg. So pretending that the right leg is the one that I'm focusing on, I want to be really close to the sink. And starting off my right knee, instead of it being locked out, I want it just to be unlocked. So it's not a deep bend or anything, but just a slight bend so I don't feel like I'm locking my knee out straight. Now this other foot on the ground, I'm going to start to reach back as my head goes towards the sink. And as I do that, I'm gradually putting more and more of a stretch on my hamstring. So the idea is that I'm slowly lowering into this stretch with just a little bit of support from my hands. And as soon as I feel the very beginning of tension, I'm going to squeeze my butt and come back out of it. Okay? So once again, slight bend in my right knee. As this leg in the air goes back, you see my head moves at about the same speed as my foot, so my back never bends. So I keep this straight back as I slowly go to where I feel a little bit of tension in the back of my leg, and then I squeeze my butt and I get back out of there. Just to see it from the other foot, same thing, slight bend in the leg I'm standing on, hands on the counter, foot and head move at about the same speed so that my back does not bend. As I reach this toe back behind, I get to a point where I feel a little bit of tension on my hamstring and back out of it. So I emphasize this lowering in should be very slow. It should take you about 4 to 5 seconds to get to where you feel that little bit of tension and back out. If that starts to become painful, either stop doing it or don't go quite so far.